Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I am coming to you from the homestead. We are having a snowy day, and I wanted to hop on. It's been a while. We've had so many things going on. We are having a cold snowstorm. The kids are out sledding. My dog is having fun. If you noticed in the video, he is got his snow boots on. He's adapted to it really well. Levi is very adaptable and such an awesome dog for the homestead. He is 100% standard, giant standard poodle, and he's like a hound dog. He's just great. He adapts to everything on here. He loves the land. So I wanted to touch base with you. We have had some stuff going, and you might see by the title like what is going on. Well, I haven't been on for a while because we have had a lot of issues going on. Back in August, our home was delivered and it had been damaged on the way here. And then in bringing it up onto the property, when they were lowering it, they actually dropped one end of it. So we were concerned at that point, but we still accepted it on the land, which is on the property, which is something we probably shouldn't have did, and they should not have allowed it, but we did. We had a couple places that was leaking, and we contacted them, and they got out here and got the metal fixed on the roof that had been damaged, and we thought that took care of it. Well, last month with the ice storms that we had in the snow, we have all over the roof major leaking. So, and let me just say that we have the whole inside of our cabin wired and insulated and 80% of it drywalled. So we were freaking out. My husband started tearing down insulation in the back room. This was our bedroom, which was the last place that we were getting ready to put the ceiling insulation drywall in, and it was all wet and molding. And then he just started going down into each of the rooms that had been drywalled and insulated, taking off, unscrewing drywall, looking behind, and finding wet. So we called the company. They got right out here. They assessed the situation. They sent the repairman out to what they believe is fix what they think is the problem. They're not sure, you know. I believe some of it is that problem and some of it is from dropping and the damage being done. But anyway, they fixed it, and they are giving us a brand new cabin because, you know, we were not delivered a brand new cabin. We were delivered a damaged cabin, and that was my point. And because the stress has just been unbelievable, just thinking if all of that stuff is ruined. We have checked everything, dried out what we could, which was 99% of it, and there was a couple pieces we had to throw away, but it's all good. And yeah, we're gonna get a new cabin delivered here. So the anxiety of what they're gonna do is take the cabin that you see behind me, the blue one, that's mine. They are going to put it on the property in that space over there and bring in the new one, and we are going to deconstruct our old one, live in it while we put it into the new one to the point that we are at now. And then we will be totally go back moved in and finish it out. And they will come pick up the old cabin. These cabins are, other than my son's, he's pretty basic on his and he's had no problems. But you know, we tricked our cabins out with these dormers and transits, and that is more than they usually do. I mean, that is an option, but not very many people do that. But this is my final home of retirement, and we put all of our life savings basically into this property and what we're doing on the homestead and this, and because we're going to be living self-sufficient and, you know, simple lives. We are not off-grid right now. We are on-grid. In the next 2 years, because that's how long we have to keep our electricity hooked up, because it was free bringing it onto our property, which was way from down there all the way up to here. So we have to keep it 2 years, but in that 2 years we are going to be implementing all of our solar and water catchment. Water catchment is going to be starting with our garden and all of our animals farm that we have up to this point, which is going to be our bunnies and our 2 chicken coops. And then anything built after that will have its own rain catchment also. And then we are going to go to the gathering cottage, which we will have. It is actually going to be my photography studio for the first 2 years. And then we are going to move it down to the campground, part of our property. And it's going to be down there. And that is going to be a place for us three families to gather for holidays, once a week, Bible studies, movies, birthdays, that kind of stuff, and to do some videos in there that we have planned to do. So that's going to be happening also. So that will be totally off-grid. Even though we have electric down there, that's going to be totally off-grid. So that is our plan. We planned to do it at first, but we had to put a septic in, which we didn't realize. State of Arkansas, even though there's no restrictions, building codes, anything on this property, you do have to have a septic. And we have one, and we figured since it costs us all the money to put it in, we're going to use it. So composting toilet will go down in the gathering cottage, and we're going to use regular right now. In the future, that might change. So we're composting right now. So anyway, that is what's going on. So now there's going to be a lot going on in here. I'm hoping to get a bunch of videos out now that I'm over the anxiety and the stress and the just constant attacks from the enemy since we've been here, with illnesses and all these issues. There's just been an issue all along, and I've said that in my videos. But I just feel a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. The Lord is blessing us now. We have endured, and it's going to be baby steps. I'm not going to be in it in April like I thought, fully done, but we do believe probably by September we will be, just in time for next year's holidays, and that's fine. That is completely fine. I mean, we're going to be living in it, but I'm talking done. I'm talking everything in, flooring and everything, to where, and front porch and the whole, and everything done. So that's awesome. So right now we're taking advantage and doing some of the things outdoors that we wanted to get done. We started on the bunny habitat that's been behind me. You've seen footage of it. I'm posting on Instagram as that's going along, so follow me at Laura's Life and Grace. Actually, it is Grace Abounds Homestead now. I changed over the name. But anyway, Grace Abounds Homestead on Instagram, and you'll see us posting the projects as they go along. So the bunny habitat is behind us. We've been working on it. We think at the end of next week we'll be moving the bunnies in, the raised beds that we're putting in around the bunny habitat so that they are farm to table food other than their pellet mix that they eat. Will be fresh for them, including Timothy hay. We have this place that I'm sitting at right now on this little rock, the sitting rock that we have in a little landscape that we're doing, that's going to have some flowers and a sign and some strawberries and marigolds and edible flowers that we can give them. So it's going to be and its own water catchment system. So that is going to be done. Our goal is the end of next week. The snowstorms kind of put a monkey wrench into when we wanted to get done, but end of next week. And then we'll be moving Phyllis and Itzy up into their own coop, and Blanche, those are my frizzles. Up behind the house over here, they're getting their own coop, which is getting built right after this. We're taking advantage of that. We're hoping that'll probably take us a week and a half to get that settled in and get done. And we'll be moving this chicken coop. Oh, you can't see it. I'm gonna go like this. You might be able to see it if I go like that. Yes, that one is getting turned and moved back by the pond. We've decided not to bring it up the hill where we're going to. We all want to be able to watch the chickens from our windows. We love watching them. So that, and then the last thing to round that out, I'm gonna go back over here, up over in, I don't know where it is, that area, right in there. Yes, in there, in that area. There is going to be the duck hut that we're going to do. Ducks aren't coming right yet, but that will be our next addition to the homestead. So our homestead is kind of a homestead with a twist. It's all pets, except for the eggs. So we plan to have egg and farm fresh stand, a farm stand on the property, with another little business, 2 business plans that we've got in the works. So you'll be seeing all that. And then from that point, we are going to move on to the chapel, the little wedding chapel that we're going to put out here outdoors for small elopements, because we had a destination beach wedding business in Florida for 15 years, and we plan to bring a little one here for destination or locals who don't want to just go to the courthouse. And it's a really awesome 3-package wedding business that we are going to be offering. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. So we're just kind of working our way down while we wait for them to figure the logistics out of what's going on in the building of the new cabin. Then will come the day where I might just go shopping, thrifting, but thrift shopping that day, because the stress of them bringing those homes in and setting them and moving them is probably more than I can take. So I am definitely going to probably be thrift shopping that day, but I will try to maintain and stay here so we can get some footage of it and you can see exactly what they're doing. And I want to thank you guys all for following me and subscribing. We are so grateful. I know, like I always said, I'm very slow at putting content out. I'm learning about it. I've had setbacks. I've had illnesses, as everybody has had. Not the virus, but plenty of other things, respiratory things I've had going on, and bites and from bugs and all kinds of stuff since we got here. But I think we've leveled out. We've endured, and yeah, I'm feeling good about it. I love Arkansas. I love our property. I love what we're heading to do. I'm excited about the garden, which we are starting in March. That will be popped in there. These are all things we're hoping to get done in February, so that come middle of March, we can start the garden ready for planting in April after the first frost. So I don't have a place to start seeds. So this year is going to be crazy because I will be direct sowing most everything. I will have a place to do winter crops to start seeds for the winter, the fall and winter this year, but not for right now. So you know what? We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what we can grow. We're going to just run with it. We're going to go with the flow. We're going to let it go and flow. That's with one of my ministries that I watch. He was talking about let it go and flow. That's what we're going to do. We're going to let it go and let Holy Spirit just flow right through us and get it done, right? So I hope you're having a wonderful time. If you have snow, I hope you're enjoying it. If you don't want to go out and enjoy it, I hope you're cozy and warm by your wood burner with a nice cup of hot cocoa. And I love you all. Many blessings. Until next time. Thanks for watching, and many blessings to you and your family. If you enjoyed your visit with us today, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.